Three. Go. Hi! And today we're going to be making onion rings and some this, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Hi, guys. We're just waiting on Sheila to join us, but we wanted to make sure that we went live in the right time today.
Yeah. So
I got my assistant. Here she comes.
Guys, I have my apron.
I think Miss Sheila's coming in right now.
She was just putting her. She's probably just putting her afro.
Hi, Teresa. Nice to see you.
Hi, Teresa.
There she is. Hey,
Hey,
Miss
y'all.
Hey, Sheila. Hey, Sheila.
Hey, everyone.
We made it, girl.
We made it.
Another Thursday. We got ourselves together.
Oh, my goodness. Yes.
Okay,
How's everybody doing out there?
good.
You know, I always got my little cocktail ready, y'all. Look.
Oh, that looks so good. One day I'm gonna get it together. So okay, we're doing vegetables today, girl. What you making?
So I'm gonna make some cabbage and Swiss chard together.
Ooh, yummy.
With some carrots. I got a little bit of English thyme out of my herb garden. Some
Nice.
basil out of my herb garden. And actually the chard is from Farming by Amber.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing her boxes and I really want to get one. So I'm gonna make sure you put the information so that I can contact her so I can get one.
Certainly will. Yes. And then I'll put a little onion in there. And that's it.
Okay, well I decided that I was gonna make a smoked portobello mushroom sandwich.
Ooh.
With onion rings. Some onion rings on it. And so I went and got good portobello mushrooms.
Ooh. Oh my God.
So they'll be nice and meaty.
Yes.
So while you're, I'm gonna just show you guys how I get the portobello mushroom prepared because I don't like all this.
Me neither.
I trim all that off. So switch over really quick, little girl.
Can I cut it?
No. I'm gonna show them how to do something. Okay. So what I do is these are so big. You want to just pull this off. Now, if you were gonna make like it was fall, we could save these. And do like some mushroom soup, like a mushroom sauce. So you can save those, which I'm going to because I have some chicken sausage. I'm gonna do a little mushroom cream sauce to go with that tomorrow for dinner. Don't freeze them because they'll take on too much water and be.
Okay.
So then I'm gonna. I usually just take a little paring knife around the inside.
That's my knife, guys.
Cheers,
That's my knife.
And I just trim all that off. So I cut all that off. That just tastes too like fibrous to me. So then you'll have a nice patty.
Yes.
I know a lot of people do not trim it off. They just slap it on the grill. And, you know, I've been watching a lot of Tabitha Brown, and she says that's your business to do that. But for my business, we like to trim it.
Yes. I like to trim it too, Chef. I always trim it. Whether I use the big portobellos like that or even with the smaller button ones, I always trim that off. The only time I've ever kept the skins is when I make my chicken lettuce wraps.
Yes.
I will chop those stems up in there with the chestnut, the chicken, some carrots, and
scooch down.
Okay,
so this is gonna be hot. I'm gonna go ahead and put my trimmed mushroom, and I just kind of wiped it a little bit.
Okay.
In a hot skillet. And I'm not gonna put any salt and pepper on there just yet. I want some browning before we start pulling out that water.
Okay. Now, Chef, can you explain to people why you did not put that mushroom underwater and wash it?
Oh, yes. So when you mushrooms are very spongy. It's got a really soft texture. So when you start to wash them, they take on the moisture. And it's going to be very difficult to get any type of caramelization. And if you wash these and put them back in the refrigerator, they mold very quickly. And so what I usually do is once I get it, I get a paper towel and you just want to inspect it, or use a pastry brush and brush off all the dirt. And then I would put these in my refrigerator if I wasn't going to cook it today. Oh, in like a Tupperware container with just a little paper towel on there and no top, just so it won't sweat and bring on any moisture. You're trying to avoid moisture.
Nice. Yes. I know a lot of people probably don't, really didn't understand that, because I didn't initially understand that. My mom taught me you watch everything.
Right.
We learned some of those things, and mushrooms and washing.
Mushrooms are something that you can honestly get away with not washing.
Nice.
Okay, so they're starting to simmer and brown a little bit. So I'm gonna get my lighter while you're doing that.
Okay, so I'm actually going to start by cutting up my cabbage off. So we're going to make a little bit of cabbage, stir-fry cabbage. I'm going to cook it in a wok, okay? And so here, I've already washed the cabbage, cut it in half. It's just me, so you know what, that's, half is plenty. And then I just start cutting it, but I cut it in kind of small slices, kind of thin, not stringy thin, but kind of thin. I'm not sure if you can see that. See how thin they are? So they're almost kind of like cabbage ribbons. And then the cabbage won't take as long to cook, okay? Then I'm gonna also I gotta go run and get my wok. I went to get it, but then I ended up with the drink and not the wok. I'm gonna finish cutting this up, so that'll be done. Okay, so now the cabbage is done.
My kitchen's getting smoky.
I have some chard again from Forming by Amber. I'm going to chop that up. And so this is a way for me to, first of all, use up fresh veggies and also get some extra veggies in.
Oh, I like that.
I'm much more of a veggie person than a fruit person. I'll eat veggies all day long, but fruit, not so much.
Okay, now I've added the salt and pepper and I flipped them over. And so I bought this band thing. I knew that was going to happen. It always happens.
It's okay. I remember that happened in one of my episodes. And there goes my dryer buzzer. Hey.
All right, so I have my smoker here.
Ah, okay.
And I'm going to use the pecan wood chips.
Okay.
And, okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to light this up and get a lot of smoke going, and then use the funnel to get it in there.
Yeah, so you're smoking the portobellos.
Yep, you see how that smoke is coming out of there?
Yes. Look at that. Look at that. I love it. I absolutely love it.
I'm going to turn it off. Trap the smoke in, and in the oven they go.
Okay.
So now it'll taste like it's been barbecued, but I did it in the house.
Wow. Y'all see that?
Okay. It's smoky too.
It smells like my dad. It totally
smells like a barbecue in here. Okay, so while you're cutting up your cabbage still, I have my onion ring batter. And so I always take my onions and I cut them up and then I soak them in ice water first.
Why?
To get it nice and crispy. And then I'm going to put them in the buttermilk, and then I have some flour mixture with, I'm going to add a little cornstarch to it. So I cut them about this thick.
Yes, you have to cut that thick.
Now, are those Vidalia onions?
Yes, I'm using Vidalia so that there's going to be a little bit of sweetness to them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then Mommy will burn them. And
then we're going to add a little bit of cornstarch to the mix, and she's going to stir it up for us.
I love stirring.
Now, what does the cornstarch do?
It helps to lighten it. Typically, I use rice flour and flour. That's always my frying. Whenever I'm doing like even fried chicken, I always do a little rice flour. And then just a little tip, if somebody wants to go gluten-free, you can use either all cornstarch or all gluten-free. Make sure you get the gluten-free rice flour. Because sometimes people are like, well, it should be gluten-free, but sometimes they add things to it. So you just want to make sure that it doesn't have anything else in there.
Okay. Awesome.
Yes, baby.
Awesome.
If you add the cornstarch, it will make it lighter.
It does make it lighter. And then in here I have 2 eggs, buttermilk, some Frank's hot sauce, and salt and pepper.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go run and get this washed while you do that.
Okay, we're gonna bread these.
Bread means bread means like dip it in.
Yes, that's exactly what it means.
I'm really smart at 6 years old.
You are super smart at 6 years old.
Because my mom is smart and I talk. My mom is tall. I'm almost taller than everyone in my class. I'm taller than Stella and Stella is taller.
Okay.
There's Sheila.
All right. So here, we're gonna do some breading.
Guys.
Here. And here.
Breading.
Here. Move your whisk up. Put that in there.
Can I do it? I want to try.
Okay. So you're gonna do it just like that. Make sure it's all coated.
With flour, guys?
I'm gonna put it back in here.
Flour?
I'll put it in there.
Because I want
And then you get it all coated. All coated.
my hands. I didn't feel my hands with myself.
Make sure you get it all packed on there. Really good.
Ooh. Yeah. Can you take it off my legs?
Uh-oh. I hear a whack going.
It's a dryer. My dryer buzzer.
Hey, we cooking at home.
Right. Trying to get some laundry done. You know, it's like, oof.
Yeah, so you guys let's talk about what's been going on down where you are. I've been seeing you on Facebook. You know, I always like to check in.
Oh my God.
You guys are dealing with a lot down there right now.
Yeah, it really is. And, you know, and I said this the other day, Monday at this Vine committee board meeting, Joy Cutts invited me to it. And so I went. There was a lot of people there. The business owners were there, which is great. And, you know, for the most part, people come down here, they have a great time. Okay.
Yeah.
But there seems to be this energy has shifted where it's just people are hanging out. They bring down their coolers and they hang out. It's like, you know, you're supposed to go into the establishments and patronize them. You can buy your whatever, your food, your alcohol.
Right. This is not Swope Park. We don't want you sitting outside with your cooler and your chair on the street.
No, that's not what this is. It's an entertainment district. As small as it is, as underdeveloped as it is, that's still what it is. And it's residential. There's lots of residential around here. And I think people who come into this community, they don't think about that.
Yeah. And you guys do have a lot of seniors too.
There are 2 senior buildings. I know my building right here on 23rd and Vine that's owned by Bethel AME Church. I know it has 60 units. I got at least 60 seniors there. In Centennial, they probably have somewhere between 45 and 60 as well.
Yeah.
Then you've got Parade Park down here. There are people that have been there 40 and 50 years.
Yeah.
Then you have this community where I live. And it's a family community. Then you've got the loft buildings, you know, above the businesses. You've got the lofts right here on the corner of 22nd, the lofts right on the corner of 19th.
Yeah.
Y'all, we live down here.
Yeah.
And, you know, and it's like, really respect the area. You know, and when you think about the history of this area, there was a time where African Americans couldn't live past 27th Street.
Right.
This was the hub of Black culture. And just
Yeah.
think, Negro League Baseball was right up here on the corner of 23rd and Brooklyn. All
That
of
makes
it.
sense.
Charlie Parker played right here. Count Basie played right here. All of the jazz greats and Negro League Baseball history that's here, all of that happened. Everything we needed was right here. All of that commerce, all of that business and living going on in this area.
And now we're finally getting back to that.
Respect the culture. Respect our ancestors. Don't come down here with that mess. Again, don't. It's like, shit. So we were out because my property management company, for whatever reason, didn't feel the need to provide extra security for us on this weekend. And all that simply means is having someone, a Metro public safety patrol person, a security person.
Yes. To say you can't park here.
Or at the when you're coming to the parking lot, either entrance. If you have a residential sticker, you come on in. If you have a guest pass, you come on in. Otherwise, you don't park. First of all, they need to be blocking these streets off when there's an event. First of all.
Yes.
From 15th to 22nd, from Paseo to Brooklyn, all that should be shut down.
Just for everybody's safety, really.
It is. The way the cars come up and down this street, they're flying through.
I've seen that.
They're going the opposite way to traffic, and nobody's here to guide and direct that.
Someone said they've been washing mushrooms wrong the whole time. Look, the more you know, right?
Right.
When you know better, you do better.
Right. Knowledge is power. Information is power. So I
appreciate your activism and your, speaking out on behalf of the residents and the people in the community, because they need that. They need somebody who's gonna, you know how you do. You tell it like a TI is.
Right. It's like, come on. And so myself and probably about 7 or 8 other residents, we're out here protecting our community, and we getting called bitches and stuff.
Oh gosh.
Now the irony here is that it wasn't the men. Okay? It was the women. No. It was the women that were so disrespectful. And I'm like, really, sister? I mean, we're having a little conflict here, but that don't mean you have to call me out of my name.
Right.
I would never do that to you. I would never disrespect you in that way. And we want everybody to have fun, but consider us.
Right. And then we deserve to have that, finally getting that positive energy and that positive commerce and all that positive.
Yes.
Okay, you sprinkling something. What you sprinkling over there, Sheila?
So I'm sprinkling a little bit of Mike P's original. It is probably my favorite. It's like my all over seasoning. And then I have a little bit of garlic powder. I meant to chop up some fresh garlic, but I didn't. So we're going to use garlic powder, y'all.
Hey, sometimes that's what it is. And you know what? Garlic powder is not bad as long as you don't overdo it.
Yes.
It gets bad when people put too much.
Yes.
And it starts to taste bitter.
Yes. Yes. Okay, so I'm just sauteing the onions.
And see, I like how you, with your dry seasonings, how you went ahead and put those in early on. So they can get down in the oil.
Yeah. Get some flavor to them.
Get the flavors really popping. Because I think that's another thing people make a mistake with dry seasoning is that they don't get in there and get that flavor. They put it in at the end. And then it just tastes like dry seasoning.
Exactly. My mother always, and she didn't call it this, but my mother always, I saw her like flavoring it was in steps.
Yeah, so you're building flavor. Yeah.
Yes. It's going along the way. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start putting this cabbage in. And I'm just kind of tearing it apart like this, y'all. I put it in there.
See, people are probably thinking cabbage can't be dinner. It can be a complete dinner.
Yes, absolutely. Put some, and we're going to shred some carrots up in here.
Oh, nice.
I didn't put any meat in here, but you can add a little protein and it's a whole dinner. Actually, that's what I had for dinner last night.
That sounds delicious. So I think my oil is hot enough. Yeah, here we go.
Okay, guys, so I just got the washing my hands.
We're gonna have Monty make the sauce I like to make to go on my
Ooh,
onion
okay.
rings.
Yay! I love this idea.
Okay.
Oh, and we have our measuring spoons for every small. I went in. If you guys didn't see, we're using all my mixing stuff.
We're gonna let her use her special bowl.
Ah, so you got that Dukes going.
You know I got my Dukes and I'm getting down to the last, but I got another box, okay?
Yeah. I know I got one more.
I was talking to one of my friends from Charleston and she was telling me that she's a chef too. A chef friend of hers just wrote a cookbook of with Dukes mayonnaise. And I was like, oh, okay, well I definitely need to get that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see that.
Y'all.
Okay, so I'm gonna put my Dukes in there.
Do we need salt and pepper?
Just a little bit of salt and pepper.
So we're gonna need some salt and pepper. Here is our salt and pepper jar.
Yep.
And this is ready soon for all our salt and pepper.
I'm gonna put a couple of a tablespoon of sweet relish, but you can use dill if you'd rather.
Okay.
I use the sweet relish.
No, I'm gonna do it. No, I'm gonna do it.
Okay. Put this one. Now I'm frying over here.
Is this
Look at you.
You don't have to make it easy. There you go.
That's good. Okay, so now
I'm ready to get my finished bowl of cabbage. I'll be right back.
Okay. And then we're gonna put some ketchup in here.
ketchup, yes, get some ketchup in there.
And mixy.
Mixy. It got really thick. Because mayonnaise is very thick when you mix it. I got it.
I'm just gonna add a little dab of
Soy sauce or whatever. Not soy sauce. Don't put soy sauce in.
just a tiny bit of yellow mustard goes in there.
Wait, Mom.
Oh, when Sheila gets back, we'll ask her about the watermelon drink. Hey, Jazzy.
Use this.
Put two of those.
1, 2.
Okay, perfect. Mix that up.
Now we put some mustard in there.
That watermelon drink looks good, right, y'all?
Will you make me? So guys, I'm gonna make myself some lemonade too. Because the grannies are having their own little grown-up.
I'm not having anything. I'm just gonna have some water.
Why? Mom, you're always missing out. It's fine if you have a cut.
My onion ring is cooking.
Same if you have a cut.
Okay, so here's my cabbage. It's all done.
Mom,
Beautiful. Someone asked about your watermelon drink, girl. You know, everybody always wants to know about your cocktail.
Right. Okay, so this is watermelon and whiskey, y'all. So
Mom,
shout out to my girl Sailor up in Washington State. She is the uncle nearest person up in that area, and so we did a demo together, and it was inspired by whiskey and watermelon. Uncle Nearest whiskey, fresh watermelon juice, and I also made a watermelon and basil simple syrup, y'all.
Oh, that looks so good.
It's so good. It's so good. I tell you.
You know what we got to do? Because I see you on Fridays. We got to get my drink together the previous Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So then I can have it today.
Yes.
Okay.
So let's figure out what we want so we can have it ready.
More extra spoon.
Don't put any more relish. I don't love relish where it needs to be like overpowered.
Not overpowered.
I mean, relish is one of those things that is a true condiment. You do not have to add a whole bunch. So onion rings are cooking.
That cabbage is fire, y'all.
It looks so, and it was so quick in that wok.
It is, and some people may want it cooked a little longer. Some people, I don't like it overcooked. And so I still like it to have a little bit of crispiness to it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. What y'all cooking tonight?
We're having an onion ring.
I wish I had some.
The onion rings are going to go on my portobello mushroom burger.
See, I need to be over there. I'll bring some cabbage and some whiskey and watermelon.
Right. All right. So I have, I think we already discovered that I like the brioche bun better.
Oh my God, me too. Those brioche buns are the bomb.
I either like the ones from Whole Foods.
Okay.
Or farm to market if you can get those.
Okay. My local Aldi's has brioche buns that are really good.
You know what? Okay, so since the coronavirus, I have not been going to Aldi's.
Okay.
Because this Aldi's over here
is packed.
It's packed, girl.
Okay. Okay.
And they're not even. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest, Monty. I even go to the Whole Foods that's kind of far out. I've been going to the one in Olathe, or because it's not that many people in there. Like literally today, that when we went, there might have been 6 people in the store.
Okay.
So that way, sometimes I do still go to the Brookside one, but Brookside be off the chain.
You see, my Aldi's isn't as busy as that.
Girl, the last time I drove by Aldi's, the day before yesterday, there was a line outside. And the parking lot was full. I was like, I don't think so.
I have a question.
Yes, baby.
Today, when me and Mommy went to the store, there was a store that allowed no mask.
I know, and they were making people wear masks.
But we wore masks.
But we wore our masks because it's the polite thing to do.
Yes, and when
because we're friends with people like Miss Sheila.
We don't want to get sick.
And we don't want to accidentally make Miss Sheila sick.
Absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're considerate of your health as well as our health.
Yes.
Why don't you show them?
We know that you have to be careful. And if we want to be your friend, we have to be careful too.
Absolutely. Yes. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. What? Oh my God! Look at them onion rings.
Yes, they're so good too. And I do want to go with the sweet onion, so that it's gonna have some nice sweetness and a little. And I didn't make them too bready. I know that people probably will go back. You could if you chose go back in and do a double dip. I just don't think that's necessary.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. I don't like a real bready thick on my onion rings.
Because I feel like what happens is that I bite into it and then the onion slides out and I'm left with this like thick crust of crust. And I'm like, well, that wasn't the point.
Right. That's exactly what happened. I love it.
Then I got me a little heirloom tomato.
Okay.
Still not quite the season for the local ones. So these are the ones from like the hot house.
Okay.
I've been watching British movies from the greenhouse.
See?
People are probably like, the hot house, what's that?
It was from the 1980s.
It sounds like a place that good stuff would grow to me, the hot house. It's good.
Look how pretty they look on the inside.
Yeah. Look at that, y'all.
All right, and now I'm gonna grab my mushroom out of the oven, and it's just gonna have a nice light, smoky flavor.
Okay, guys, so I'm gonna make pepper.
Look at that.
She's gonna scooch on over out of the way.
Okay.
So she doesn't get burned.
Yes.
And she doesn't like onion rings, so I'm gonna throw some French fries
in for her. Yeah.
And the oil for her.
Is that Alexis brand or whatever it's called?
I love this one.
Yep, Alexia. Yep.
Yes.
Baby, have you tried their sweet potato fries?
Those are good too.
Oh, yes.
So see, I'm doing this with my cast iron, so I don't even have to have the not yet. I don't even have to have it on. It's off.
Wow.
And it's still frying.
Wow. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. Let's see these mushrooms. My aunt, my dad's sister loved, remember when hula hands used to be right
Oh,
there.
they still do them. Those mushrooms?
Hula hands on the plaza used to have a portobello sandwich that my aunt Lucille loved.
So here's what it looks like.
Nice.
Nice and brown. Looks
Wow.
like it's been grilled.
It's been smoked.
We just smoked it in the house.
Wow. And you're gonna think you're eating a burger.
And then we'll have our little fries. But that smoker, I keep telling people that smoker really, really works well.
I'm gonna have to get one.
It's only $19, girl.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get me one.
It's only $19. And it is well worth the investment. And you like whiskey cocktails, girl. You can smoke you some old fashions.
Mm. I got some, Sailor sent me some black cherry, Uncle Nearest, those black cherries.
Oh.
That have been infused with Uncle Nearest. When I tell you they are fire, they are fire. That looks so good. Them onion rings.
I never remember that I don't use paper towels until I go to fry something. It's like, I guess I have to use a towel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't really use paper towels.
You used to.
I got some because during the start of the virus, someone gave them to me. But I was just like, oh, okay. Thanks.
Right.
But I don't really need paper towels like that. All right, so I'm going to assemble this while these fries are cooking.
Okay.
Got our bread is toasting.
Okay.
It didn't get too hot in here. We only had a few burners on today.
There you go.
Can you scooch out the way? I got my bread. I still have some micro arugula.
That's gonna be good.
We'll put that on the bottom.
Yeah.
It'll be nice and it'll have a little bite to it.
Yes.
My mushroom is smoked but still firm. It's not watery.
Nice.
That's our patty.
And we're gonna put some tomato on there.
I have something a little different.
The onion ring. It's
onion ring. I've got some more of my favorite little balsamic glaze, girl. I keep this because I use it on everything. I mean, I could make balsamic glaze too, but
right.
Why when this is $5?
When you find one that you like, what's the brand of that one?
I like them all. This is the Nona Pia's brand.
Okay.
But I even like the Trader Joe's one.
Okay.
And then we're gonna put the little bun on there. And there you have it.
Well, look at there. Look at there. It looks delicious.
Got a little portobello mushroom.
Yes.
Tomato, arugula.
I want the onion rings.
And then she's gonna have a turkey sandwich and French fries.
Okay. Okay. Oh.
She doesn't like mushrooms. We're still working on that. I have to put them in the Alfredo sauce.
Mm-hmm. My daughters, neither of them are big fans of mushrooms either. And I don't
know. I love them. I think that, every time I tell myself this, that whenever I feel like I don't like something, then I have to go back to my childhood and say, now wait, are you sure it's that you don't like it, or maybe you didn't like the way that it was prepared?
Yes.
You don't like the way it was
prepared. Do you maybe want to give it another go because it's not as bad as you think it is?
Yes.
It doesn't look like good.
And so I've really been trying to challenge myself. And
Yes.
even our viewers, challenge you guys too. Make sure it's that you really don't like something. Because I find that people swear they don't like stuff.
Right.
And what it really is I don't like the way my mama made that.
Exactly.
Like the way
Now, unless you're talking about like organ meat.
Yeah. See, I don't do liver and oh my God, and I love the way it smelled when I got
I know for sure that I don't mess around with organ meat.
Me neither.
Okay, guys. So
My mother used to cook, from my understanding, because I never ate it. Liver and onions, when she would cook it, oh my God, it would smell so good. But I'm like, yeah, I'm not eating that.
And the only thing that was really making it smell good was the damn onions.
The onions, right?
That's what we liked. We liked the smell of the onions.
The onions. Yes. Even every once in a while, I would get a little bit of the rice and put some of the gravy on it, but I couldn't even take the. Yeah, it was. No.
Yeah, I just don't do organs. I don't want organs. I don't want eyeballs. I want anything like that.
No.
Okay, guys. So see, vegetables can be fun.
Yes, they can.
No, they can't.
It's beautiful. I love it.
And look, now that I made my own onion rings, I get to have onion rings and fries.
See?
And I didn't have to pay extra.
Right.
Because the way this Rona is starting to hit, we probably need to be looking at reassessing eating at home a little bit more again.
Right. Exactly. Yep.
Because several of my favorite places are starting to have employees.
See. Yeah, yeah.
So, well, as always, I love cooking with you on Thursday. I'm glad of all of the work that you're doing in the district. You know, it's needed. It's such an iconic place for us as Black people as a culture. And I really feel like in this environment that we're in as a country, we got to start taking back ownership of the things that are ours.
Yes. And that's what I say too, Shanita. It's like, come on, we're the elderly in the community. Let them come down here. Make your presence known. I'm not saying go up and, be like, hey, young man. I'm not saying, that's not what I'm implying. But your mere presence can deter.
Right.
And if you see something, you can be like, hey, young blood, come on. You probably don't want to do that. Let's think about that. And then if you can't handle it in that manner, then walk away, then call the police. But I'm just not for policing our people like that. That huge police presence, no. Because that means more men who look like me, who could possibly be my sons, are going to be harassed, possibly brutalized, and police brutality leads to more shooting.
More protests, more riots.
Yes, and we don't want that.
Yeah, and you know what that's what I was thinking too. So last week they did another organization did a box drive in the district.
Mm-hmm.
And she said okra. I think you're right. I said that about okra. The trick with okra is that it shouldn't be any bigger than your pinky finger.
Oh.
If the okra is bigger than your pinky finger, it's gonna be super duper 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 slimy. You want the teeny tiny pieces of okra. And so if I get big okra, I typically roast it or deep fry it and use it as a garnish. Don't eat it. It's gonna be real goopy.
Okay. I love fried okra too. Ooh.
I do too, but that when you're trying to like put in gumbo or something and you use those real long slimy pieces, then that's when you're like, ooh, this is so stringy. But what I was saying about the giveaway is that they had a whole bunch of police down there giving away groceries. I was like, uh-oh, did I lose you? Uh-oh, I think we lost her.
Miss Sheila?
Uh-oh. Well, it looks like we lost Sheila, guys, but we want to thank you so much for joining us for our kitchen collaborations. Hopefully that you will try Sheila's cabbage and my portobello mushroom sandwich. And yes, soon, hopefully people will be able to come over for dinner. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you guys back here next Thursday.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for going on my cooking videos. I can't believe we lost